back on the plaza, serving up some dishes from our brand spanking new Today Loves Food Cookbook book. In case you hadn't heard, it's out today, and it features more than 80 recipes from some of our favorite all-star chefs and our Today family as well. But this morning, we're highlighting the chefs. To get the copy of the book, you can scan the QR code. You can also go to the website, today.com.
Or your favorite independent bookstore?
Yep. Al's going to whip up one of his dishes from the book in just a few moments. But we needed to call in a little reinforcement. So we called in Erin French, chef, owner of The Lost Kitchen in Freedom, Maine. She's one of the book's featured chefs. Thank you, by the way, for sticking around, for coming down.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we
Tell
love
us
when you're
about,
here.
because in the book, you've got your turkey, right? This is the...
Yeah, this is a tea-brined turkey, and I beg you to make this any day besides Thanksgiving. So make it for Thanksgiving, but any time of year.
You're like the old man in chicken.
Yeah.
Christmas story.
Brined with some smoky tea, and it's so easy, and it comes out so flavorful and delicious. So you can eat off this for a week. So make it
delicious.
Oh, wow, that is
weeknights,
so good.
soups, everything you need afterwards. So
That's delicious.
So easy and so delicious.
And it's in the cookbook.
It's in the cookbook. Great
Al,
recipe.
you're actually whipping up a ribeye with us, but it's got a special butter.
That's right. Now, a lot of people hate anchovies.
Yeah.
I love anchovies, and I think they add a little umami to everything. So we're going to start with we're going to be making a bone-in ribeye with a compound butter that has anchovies in it. So you've got butter, you get a big stick of butter, some rosemary, the anchovies, some salt,
We wanted
little
to give you the
smoked
really
paprika.
Really big food processor
Big. Well, you know what? Because you're just making a small bit there, so this way you don't have to worry about. And you'll take it, you'll zizz it up. Well, it's not plugged in, but it's okay. Now, then you put it on, you spread it across, and then you're going to just roll this up. And then put that in the fridge.
It in, or is this what
No, this is going to be put on afterwards. In the meantime, very simple.
It's a good looking ribeye, too.
Nice big.
beautiful.
Oh yeah, and you just. In fact, I like to salt my meat about an hour or two beforehand and let it just kind of sit without anything covered in the fridge, so it kind of a little dry brine there.
Are you agreeing, Erin, with what he's doing?
100%. And one thing I want to say is, do you bring your steaks to temperature?
I bring them to room temperature.
Thank you.
Room temperature.
And
Let
why
them
is
sit.
that so
There's
important?
nothing worse than taking a cold steak out of the fridge and putting it in a hot
Because
pan.
it's going to take it so much longer to cook through
And
to
you're
get to the
gonna
right
seize up the
temperature.
meat.
Exactly.
You want tender meat.
So then we're going to put it right in there, and you just kind of let it. The book fell. All
down.
right. And you're going to sear that. And then, once you do, you're going to sear it
How
on both
high are you
sides.
doing this?
I get into a screaming hot pan, and then I
Hotter
throw it
than the hinges of hell.
as Elizabeth High School would say, on both sides, and then I put it in the oven at about 400 degrees. And I like to use an instant meat thermometer, because this way you know what you like.
Hand. I just
Oh,
kinda
you
give
do
it
the
a-
little press because you know what you're doing, and then you just kind of slice this bad boy up.
Oh, my goodness.
I do like
And
that
boom.
compound butter, too.
And then you slice it. You put a little bit of the compound butter on top
Wow.
of each piece and
And
let that melt
It's
in.
not fishy.
No, that's the thing about it. And in fact, I do it with almost every protein. Like when I make lamb or whatever, I just put a few fillets in.
Sometimes you just don't tell
Wow.
Exactly. I don't let them know. I dissolve it, and
Why
then
is
I
it so
sear
good?
everything off.
I would never know, but that is delicious.
And then we've got a few other dishes here from the book.
That's my chili.
Yes.
That's Dylan's melt-in-your-mouth meatball.
Right.
Whose pasta is this?
That's also my pasta.
That's your pasta. All right.
That's
Very
like
nice.
my go-to weeknight meal to get veggies in the kids. Like whatever green veggie you have laying around, add some garlic and a nut of some kind.
Kitchen
and-
sink pesto.
Exactly.
We're so honored that you're in the cookbook as well, Erin. It's
It's
just
an honor to
terrific.
be a part of this family, so thank you. It's a great
You
book.
feel like part of the family, and it's a family cookbook, really,
you go.
after all. So.
And what I love about the cookbook, the recipes are approachable. Sometimes we'll have a chef on, and they'll have these dishes that are so elaborate, you can't make it at home, you can make these at home.
And by the way, Katie Stilo and the food team,
Yeah.
and Debbie
Hey,
Kosofsky,
Katie Stilo!
they're there, right there. Anthony, everybody's there. All right.
Excellent.
For all
job.
these recipes, plus a lot more, scan the QR code or today.com/food to buy your copy of the Today Loves Food
Your
Cookbook.
chili is terrific.
Thank you, sir. Throw it out today, right back after this. I'll put a little coffee in at the end.